Yeah, what's going on, yo?
Y'all see all this equipment we got on, man. We got on backup cameras, backup mics,
Yes.
cameras. We don't have a backup camera rolling. We're gonna get one of those soon, though.
Yes.
We're gonna have all the backups because I was like, I had thought about it. I seen these mics in my car. I use them when I go to the gym, and I was like, I might as well just
Mine as well.
hook them up. So just in case, like, you know, like something happened, like when we recorded that New Year's podcast, bro, and everything kept turning off.
Yep.
That way we got the backups.
Facts.
But what's good, everybody? I'm Trey.
It's your boy, Million.
And you have now tuned into Listening to Million.
Listen. This is deeper than a podcast. I need you. I want you to come sit down with us.
And today, we just cooking it, man. How you doing today, Million?
Bro, I'm all right, bro. Is this our first time doing a pod in the morning?
Yeah.
I think this is our first time doing a pod in the morning, bro.
100%.
We've been so gosh darn busy recently, bro. Well, I know I have for sure.
And you know what's crazy?
What?
We're both morning people.
Facts. Like, I'm up at 7 o'clock in the morning editing.
6 o'clock every day.
Yeah.
I'm in the gym. I ain't editing at 6, but I wake up at 6 o'clock, go to the gym every day.
I'm up 7 o'clock editing. I went to sleep around 3 o'clock yesterday. This is probably why I be so drained at night. Like, when night comes, I just be so out of it, bro. Like, nowadays, I just can't even bring up the energy to do anything.
I go to sleep at 10.
10? You wildin', bro. I go to sleep at like 2 every morning. I mean, every night, and then wake up at 7. It's extremely unhealthy.
It was a point in time where I was working 2 jobs. So I wake up, I go train somebody at the gym, and then I go to work. But that job, and then after work, I do my schoolwork, and then after that, it's just I'm over with.
Right.
But I recently just quit my real job.
Why?
All right. So I was working for a lawn service company in the sales department, right?
Right.
And I was like, all right, this is cool. I get a good
But you only been there for like a week or two.
I was a whole field sales leader. So I applied so I was like the assistant manager at the branch, right?
Yeah.
So my job was to make sure that the people who actually went out in the field was actually out there selling, like knocking on doors, doing what they're supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I probably did my actual job for all of 2 weeks, which was making sure other people are going out doing that. Eventually, when niggas started quitting, me and the other FSL, we had to go out there and start knocking on doors too. I'm a fairly large black guy knocking on these white people doors.
Okay.
Asking what are their plans for their line this year. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm not doing that shit, bro.
Why?
Hell no.
So you just let pride stop you from getting money?
It wasn't pride, bro. It was, first of all, we was walking around these neighborhoods all day. So we get out there at 10 till 7 o'clock. They want us knocking on these people's doors. Mm-hmm. We open the door. These people slamming the doors in our faces. We walk around. By the midday, I'm musty as hell. I'm tired as fuck. I'm like, bro, I see why the people in the field quit. It was a decent job. They paid like 16, 17 an hour. It wasn't bad pay. It wasn't worth the money what I was doing, and it was taken away from my quality of schoolwork.
Man, stop the cap. You ain't doing no schoolwork.
And we gotta graduate.
You're capping, bro. You just didn't want the bag, bro. What are you doing?
I make more money as a personal trainer.
Really?
Doing an easier job.
How often are you personal training?
Now, at first, I was doing 3 clients a week every single day. Mm-hmm. And that was about an hour, and I make like whatever I charge for the hour. If you want to know my prices, just DM me. I ain't gonna, because it's different per person. Right. But now that I work like directly with my gym, it's my baseline salary plus an additional amount per client that I train. So it just depends on how I do it. If I do it with my gym, I make a certain amount. If I do it like just me and you, we can discuss pricing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But like when you quit though, like how'd you do it?
Oh, I was like, I was like,
you put in a 2 week?
Nah, nigga. I woke up one morning. I looked out the window. I seen it was raining outside. I opened up my computer. I seen I had 3 missing assignments. I was doing them assignments, and I was getting ready for work. And then as I was driving, the rain was hitting my windshield, and I said, "Today's the day."
Today's the day.
I was like, bro, I had just turned in the missing assignments. Mm-hmm. I was like, bro, I got some more work that's due tonight when I get off work. And I was like, and I still got to train somebody tonight. I'm still training for my powerlifting competition. I still got to do my workout. I was like, yeah, it's over with. I said, some got to go. One of these got to go. And it was that damn job. So I called the branch manager. I was like, yo, I'm like, yeah, it's too much for me. I got too much going on. This is the least beneficial to me. So I'm going to just come turn in my phone. So that day, I gave him my phone. He was like, I understand. And that was that.
Respect. I give you so much respect because you were able to quit. You know what I'm saying? How did your parents take that?
Oh, my parents was like, thank God.
They hated
that job.
So how are you paying your bills? I'm saying, like, your bills must not be that much, bro.
All I have is a car note.
That's it?
Yeah,
everything else is paid for?
I stay with my parents right now.
But, like, your phone is paid for?
I'm on my mom's phone. My car insurance, I'm on my dad does that. I'm on my parents' insurance. So the only thing I got to worry about right now is...
Now it makes sense. Yeah. Now it makes sense. You're spoiled. It's okay. Now it makes sense. You're spoiled. Because I'm sitting here like trying to add up. I know my expenses. I'm like, yo, if I quit my job right now, it's over with. It's over with. We're podcast, so we're gonna be podcasting. We're gonna be podcasting in my car and shit. We're gonna podcast in the car if I quit my job. I'll tell you that right now. Because like, bro, I've been working like crazy. I freaking love it. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I love to complain that I have stuff to do.
Bro, when I was working 2 jobs, my favorite thing, why haven't you texted me all day? I worked 2 jobs.
No, bro, what?
I worked 2 jobs. Like, come on.
But that is my favorite excuse in the world. Bro, I have so much stuff to do. Because I tell Troy that you and Troy are the ones that make me get so active on campus and do all types of stuff because I didn't go out for real. I didn't do a lot of things on campus. So, like, every time we would be playing cards or something, y'all would have to leave early from the whole entire process because y'all was like, oh, I got a meeting to go to and all this other stuff. Bro, y'all would just leave me because y'all had a meeting. I said, oh, I can't wait till I get meetings. I said, oh, this is what I got to do. I got to get meetings. So now my favorite thing to do is say, oh, bro, I can't even do it. I got a meeting at this time. Hey, can we schedule it this time? Because I got stuff to do. And I love to complain about it. Yesterday, I went to 2 of my internships. I had 2 internships. I also had 2 jobs. And what else? I'll also be doing a lot of stuff on campus. Like, I'm part of the radio station now. I was actually on the radio earlier this week. You heard the shout out?
I saw that.
You heard the shout out?
Yeah.
I shouted out L2M on there. And what else? I'm hosting the basketball game today.
Oh, that's fire.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm trying to keep moving, you know what I'm saying? But this is why I say all this, because like I feel like people make a lot of excuses, especially in college. They be talking about how, oh, it's like you can't have a job and do all this, bro. You can do both.
You can do everything.
You can do anything that you want to. Stop making excuses.
Because over the summer, when I was working my internship, I had a regular job, and we were still doing this.
Exactly. I forgot. We still have a whole podcast that we operate completely, and then I have a YouTube channel also.
And I got my own personal channel. I just say I make fitness for this. Yeah. Like we do a lot. He probably do more than me now.
Hey, I had to though. I had to double it. I'm such a competitor. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna let these dudes outwork me. There ain't no way.
That was me last year. I was World Court vice president of my fraternity. I was doing it, and I was sitting there like, okay, look at them. I love the fact that they're doing that, but I know I could double it. I had to double it. All right. So yesterday, right? I went for my second internship, I went to a museum. Yeah. And they had an exhibit for Tyler Perry. Okay.
Tyler Perry is such an underrated black man, I feel like, in the whole entire world, because this is the first art exhibit or anything that has been done on Malcolm X, bro. I mean, not Malcolm X. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is the new Malcolm X. Malcolm X. But honestly, though, Tyler Perry is such a GOAT. And people don't really realize, like, this man has, I think, almost hundreds to maybe thousands of acres of land. First black man to own a real, super big studio. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to still go to that studio.
It's real nice. Because it's it's right by where my high school was. Like right near East Point, Georgia. Like, it's real nice. They used to invite us on tours like at least once a year.
Bro,
it was right there.
That's dope. Not only that, but like, bro, this man is literally a staple in the black community. Like, you cannot, like, my grandma has almost every single play of Tyler Perry.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I didn't realize Madea was a fake person until I was like 12.
Are you serious?
I did not. I thought that, like, that whole time, I thought Madea was like a real person. Like,
see, that leads me to my new question, though, right?
Right.
This man got this whole entire bag off of being a drag. Let's call it what it is. Tyler Perry. Oh my God! I hope I don't get blacklisted. I hope, because he has the power to do it.
You know,
he has the power to do it.
Services yard.
He has the power to do it, bro. But I'm just saying, Tyler. Listen, the real question is, y'all, would you go drag for a bag?
No, I say this all the time, bro. I do a lot of stuff for some money. I never put on a dress.
No?
Nope.
Bro, but I'm talking about, this is a multi-billionaire.
Yeah,
he is not only being a multi-billionaire for himself, but he's funneling that money into the black community.
And I was finna say, like, his movies before the Madea movies, where like he ain't never had to do, like it's some movies he got where Medea's in, she don't even need to be there for real.
Yeah, but like those ones you don't really care about for real. Those are the ones you don't really care about.
But
Diary of a Mad Black Woman, that was Tyler Perry, and he.
But like, that was what Madea was talking about. Madea was in that movie, but like, what was the purpose of Madea? She was there to be there for sure. She was there to be comedic relief, but anybody could have played that role.
No cap. But what I'm saying is, bro, like, you are not being a multi-billionaire just because you're fine.
Think about this. So you're telling me he couldn't have found a regular ass black grandma to play that role, and she would have been fire as Madea.
Not as him.
He could have.
You gotta realize it's a vision, and don't say it like that. Don't say it like that, because he put on multiple people.
But he could have.
He probably couldn't. That the whole point. The whole reason why I feel like Madea works is just because it's a super tall black man in a dress, and he really sounds like a real woman. That's the whole reason why I think that it works. It would not have worked if it was a real woman.
Did you see that Tyler Perry Boondocks episode?
We're not gonna talk about it because he got that. He is so powerful. He got that whole entire episode removed. It is hard to find that episode removed from the whole network.
But I had watched Boondocks for years. I just saw that episode like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Bro, I'm telling you, he removed it from the whole network. That's what's really crazy. But I hate the fact that he gets so much hate, because the man has done so much for black people in general.
No,
he has shown that you can do it by yourself, and it doesn't even have to be the best quality content, because let's keep it a stack. His movies low key is trash.
No, you remember that? What was that movie he dropped on Netflix where like it was all types of fucked up. Like niggas was reading the script off their phone. Niggas wigs was fucked up. What was the name?
I don't know, but shoot, it doesn't surprise me, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a Tyler Perry movie, but as long as it was funny.
Yeah.
You know, as long as it was funny and
dramatic,
it'll work. And dramatic.
They gotta be
it will work.
Dramatic.
They'll make a way for it to work, and that's what I loved about Tyler Perry. So you are not going drag.
Never will I ever put on a fuck makeup.
He's not. You've never seen Madea kiss another man.
Okay, I'm still not doing it. I'm not putting that shit on, bro. I'm sorry.
To save a whole community?
Yeah.
You're wilding. I'm doing it. If I could become Tyler Perry, this man has a multi-billion dollar, no. I'm sorry. He is a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. Like, all from just putting on a dress. I mean, not saying that it was that simple, but it started from that.
Remember now, because I was trying to remember the movies that came before Madea. I don't think any movies came from Madea, and the plays were Madea based too. Like, I think everything stemmed from Madea. I think Madea is definitely what set him apart, and it's definitely it's the thing that took him from Tyler Perry to Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? Like, Madea is a very important staple in the African American community. But me personally, am I making that sacrifice for you niggas? No.
Billions.
No.
I'm doing it.
I'm not.
I know for a fact I'm doing it. If I'm able to change lives, if I'm able to, he literally has changed history. He put his name in the history books from dressing up as a drag. And you know what? I'm going to do it if it was available to me. But I have to see the vision like him. I have to see the vision like him. If I don't have the foresight, if I don't have the foresight for billions, then I can't say that I would do it. I can't say I would do it.
But let us know in the excuse me, shit,
Almost died.
But let us know in the comments. Would y'all put y'all pride to the side for a bag?
Bump that. I'm getting that bag, bro. I'm now realizing, like, how petty I can be. Because now that I said that out loud, that that I literally just made myself extremely busy just because I hated that y'all niggas was busy on me. I ain't gonna lie, I could be a petty person. I could definitely be a petty person now that I think about it.
Everybody a little bit petty, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I going through a breakup made me realize how petty I am. I'm very petty. But enough about.
Yeah, you was about to go down that loophole. We don't need to go down that loophole. We do not need to go down that loophole today.
That evil, that very evil,
very evil loophole. We don't need to go down that. But I do want to give a shout out to y'all Sigma guys, because they let us host a pageant, bro.
We hosted a whole pageant, and I Steve Harvey that bitch.
Bro, you Steve Harvey. Oh my God, you Steve Harvey.
Okay, let me tell you about that real quick. So shout out to the Alpha Phi chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. But they let us host the 4th annual Miss Phi Beta Sigma pageant.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful event. The ladies did a great job, even to those who didn't win. Everybody looked beautiful, and it was just a great time. We were on stage. We even made the crowd laugh a few times. I was surprised.
We made the crowd laugh?
Yeah.
For real.
When we first went out there with the...
When we first went up there, we were still...
Yeah, but when niggas
started declining.
When niggas got tired,
that first go, that first time we was up there, we was straight. We was there. We peaked. And then we just slowly started declining each time we had to go back up there.
But it made sense to me because once the crowd, every time we went up there, we had to introduce something. And it was like, all right, bro, come on, let's get the show going.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it made sense. But when we first went up there, we made them laugh. That shit was awesome. We had a great time.
That was straight. What made them laugh? I think it was like, oh, you looking like a preacher or something like that. Yeah. That stuff was cool, bro. Would you do it again?
Yes.
For sure?
100%.
You know you can host a basketball game with me if you want to. Man, it's scary. I told the bro, we could have had a lot more. We could have had it a little bit better too, bro. I told you we should have danced, bro. We should have done a TikTok dance.
He wanted to do a TikTok dance. I said, I'm not getting up there shaking my hips, so.
Bro, we didn't even have to shake our hips.
We wanted to get up there.
What you can do it on camera was crazy, bro. He was scary. He was actually scary. He was. But this man was sweating like a. This man was sweating bullets too.
It was hot,
when you effed up on.
It was hot, man.
When you effed up on the judge's part, you was so sad.
I was like,
this man was buried in his phone, sweating with the towel over his head like this, just wiping the towel over his face like this. I'm like, damn, Trey, it's okay.
We put the boys.
I was like, Trey, it's okay, bro. It's all right. And then you had messed up the last name when you gave out the winner.
Bro, yes. Okay, so on this sheet, bro, the person who wrote out the contestant winners, he fucked me up so bad, bro.
Yeah.
He put wrong last names. He spelled names wrong. he forgot to put the last name on one girl.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro. And then on top of all that, the handwriting is terrible.
It was
god awful. I'm like,
bad.
Bro.
Now that I think about it, it really wasn't your fault. It really wasn't your fault.
And then we tired. We'd have been there for 3 hours on and off that stage, trying to keep the crowd engaged, making sure ain't nobody leaving.
Yeah.
And then it's time. And I'm reading off. We finally get to the part where we get to the 3 main winners. I read off this girl name, and I say the wrong last name. And not only
everybody's like, what?
Who is that? And then not only did I do that, she posted on her close friends that same night. She said, John Solomon Black Shit III. You know me. I said, damn. She said my whole government.
Who was the girl again?
Monet.
Dang, bro, that's crazy.
She know, but I was like, damn, I'm so sorry. I was like, he messed you up, bro. I'm sorry. You know, I love you.
That
but
is crazy.
It was fun though. 10 out of 10 experience.
It was definitely. I would definitely do
the
it.
exact same way.
And it was funny too because when when the ad came on, when Shawty was okay, so there was a talent portion of the show, and a girl decided to do a praise dance. I'm glad that the ad came on. So the DJ, he played a YouTube, version of the song, and then the ad came on like I want to say 3-4 minutes into the song, bro. And then you had messed up somebody's performance too, bro. It was a mess.
No. What happened there was all right. So I came through the middle of the curtain, right? Because the girl was like, put the mic on stage. So we put the mic on stage, but we put it on the stand. I was like, all right. I go back there. I check on her. I say, okay, it's your time. I'm about to say whatever. I was like, I got the mic on the stand out there. She was like, no, the mic not supposed to be on the stand. The mic is supposed to be on the ground. I was like, my bad. So I go out there. I put the mic on the ground, and then my LB come up to me, said, why did you go through the middle of the curtain?
Yeah,
I was like,
but you did it like right when they was about to get ready to like the show started. Like they had to go back. Like they started coming out, and then they had to go back.
Oh, I didn't even know she was, but the girl was like, she was back there. I don't want to say freaking out, but she was close to a panic attack.
Dang, that's unfortunate. But you know what I do love about that whole entire event is the fact that young black people, was able to come together and pull something off like that. Like it's showing that we're reaching the adult world. We're starting to put plans into actual motion.
And it was well ran, well organized.
Exactly.
Even though we might have fucked up just a little bit. If you didn't know how the show was supposed to be ran, you didn't know that we fucked up.
And see, that's what I'm saying. It was just like a beautiful time. I love the fact that it was all students that pulled this whole entire event off. Now, black men especially. It was majority black men that was able to pull this off.
The two people who completely created it was my LB Jacoba and my LB Casey.
Yeah.
They completely put it together.
Yeah, it was black men that pulled it off. I'll give the black men a W for that. But we may have reached some L's. Trey, I'm going to read you some names, right?
Okay.
Anthony McRae.
Okay.
And Andre Bing.
Okay.
Those sound like what?
African American names.
Anthony and Andre sounds like
black guys.
Black guys, definitely. Guess what these black men did?
What did they do, brother?
They shot up some stuff. I'm not saying like on no hood stuff. I'm saying on some mass shooting stuff, bro. And it got me so irritated because it's like, bro, like, why are y'all messing with our stereotype? We had one stereotype. We had one stereotype against white people, and we can't even use it anymore. Because we now have black people doing this. And I'm sorry, because it sounds really insensitive of me to say all this, because I ain't gonna lie. When I seen the shooting, when I heard about the MSU shooting, when I heard about it, right? The first thing I thought of was like, dang, like that's unfortunate. That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, man, rest in peace to those people. And then I said, hold on, let me look and see if they found the shooter. I'm
not gonna lie. Typically, my first question is, okay, what does the shooter look like?
Yeah.
And then my second question is, then I start thinking like, oh, wait, whoa, he killed people.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's how the media has trained us to think, because they glorify, like, think about how we not glorify, but we not celebrify. Well, we'll just use glorify for the time being. We glorify the killer, the murderer, the Jeffrey Dahmers, the smiley face.
We shine more light on.
We shine light on them. So the first thing I'm thinking of, okay, who is this person that did that? Mm-hmm. The Columbine guys. We think about those people before we even come close to thinking about the victim.
And see, when I seen who the shooter was, it was a black man. My first initial instinct was, oh man, he's black. It just made me so. Maybe that's because race. Why black? Why do we have to rely on race like that?
Yeah.
It just felt like a significant loss to the black community when I found out that he was a black man.
Yeah, I mean it is. And like same way it's a loss for the white community when we find out white guys shoot up places. But at the end of the day,
I feel like it's worse when it's black people.
It is though,
because we don't do stuff like that, man.
But we already have so many cards stacked against us. So when you add that to the palette of things that we have to fight against, it's like
facts, bro. Now, so they already are starting to say that black people kill black people. They love saying that.
Yeah.
But now if they see that we're starting to kill other races too, it's just like, golly, bro. Like we cannot catch a break. Now, my real question is, right? Well, first, I wanted to mention that majority of these mass shootings, a vast majority of these mass shootings that are starting to occur, has been nothing but men.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to say it's solidified. I'm not going to say that's a 100% fact, but I will say majority of these mass shooters are men.
Yes.
Now, why do you think men are becoming mass shooters?
Okay, the reason why I believe men are more prone to violence in general is because of one, nature, two, stereotypes to a certain extent. And when I say stereotypes, I'm using that word very loosely. I can't think of the exact word I'm really thinking about. But when it comes to the stereotype aspect, not black men, but men in general don't seek help for therapy in terms of talking about their emotions. Even when it comes to being around their guy friends, when we start talking about our shit, we just brush it off and start laughing. Yeah. So it's hard for somebody who isn't used to processing their emotions to process them correctly. And that's why violence. Guys tend to be more violent growing up. Like not in terms of murder, but in terms of fighting each other and having a sleepover the same day. Like we are just innately violent creatures. Not saying that's okay, but it's just in our human nature. Like the first thing men want to do when we get pissed off is hit something.
You ain't lying.
That's what it is. It's the not being able to process your emotions, added on to the fact that we're already innately violent by nature, which causes people to act out when they feel like, I'm assuming those kids they feel like they're not being supported. They feel like somebody's bothering them. So instead of processing their emotions genuinely, like how some women do, and of course they might throw some bicker, some trash talks, even women fight too, but for the most part you don't hear about girls doing that because they understand how to process their emotions in certain aspects, or they get through those emotions so they don't pile up in them, so when it explodes it boils over to something like that. But
see, my issue is what is causing this person to inflict this pain onto other people instead of just inflicting it on yourself? Instead of saying, hey, I'm gonna take out a whole bunch of people with me, I'm gonna just take myself out. That's the biggest issue that I have.
But you gotta think about the amount of people who do take themselves out. Because if you look when we did our therapy,
majority of men,
majority men. The two leading causes of death for young men is car accidents and suicides.
Car accidents and suicide.
That's literally it. That's how people in our age group, you guys who are listening, y'all probably dealing with some mental health issues. That's why the therapy cast is coming soon.
So we don't have we don't have that. We don't have a release. We don't have a way to release our emotions because society makes us like we always say, like, shoot, we can't cry in front of nobody else. As me as a man, I don't even feel comfortable crying in front of another man, let alone a woman, because I know that the woman is gonna look at me differently. So it's just like I can't share my emotions. The only time I'm sharing my emotions is by myself, and then I don't even want to get therapy because honestly, I don't even want to get therapy because first, it's expensive. Yeah. I can barely afford whatever I'm doing right now. And on top of that, putting on therapy is crazy. But it's still an excuse because there's free opportunities out there, especially if you're in school. Yeah. There's free therapists out there and stuff like that. So really, that's an excuse. I'm bullshitting. I don't know exactly why I'm not going to therapy. But there's other ways to release their anger, and I think that's through sports.
Yeah,
people are really starting to do that slapping sport. I think that is a great release for men, and you see nothing but men doing it.
But think about it, when both of us were at our lowest points, we weren't doing shit. We didn't have our podcast. We didn't have exercise. We didn't have sport. We didn't have anything to release our emotions. Now, like, we've had Simpcast, we've had Pimpcast, we've had Therapy Cast, we've done things to help us release our emotions. I go to the gym, I use that as a way to express my anger. You go to the gym, you use that as a way, like, as men, we find ways to express ourselves differently. But what about those guys who haven't found that? What about those, like, let's say, I was talking to a smart young lady last night, and she says you are what you take in. So it's like, for the guys who don't do all that, and all they do is they watch violent video games. Not saying I blame the video games. They watch scary movies. They watch horror. They watch murder documentaries. That's them expressing themselves. Like, that's all they have to express themselves is what they see.
And see,
that's why everything is about a healthy balance.
That's why I say, like, you just got to pick something up, my boy.
Yeah.
Like, if you see yourself in that slump, man, you just got to pick something up.
It's something
and I'm telling you, try that slapping event. If you really want to hurt people, go out there and start slapping people. They'll let you do it, and you'll compete. And I think they even get paid because they're sponsors.
They're white.
They're sponsors.
And also think about it, bro. I seen one dude slap the shit out of somebody. Didn't go back on stage after that.
Maybe though.
He claimed he broke his hand.
You know what it is though? These shooters, the mass shooters, are cowards at the same time.
Yeah, that's
because they're going places where they know they can't get shot back at.
Yeah.
Because try that in the hood. Why don't they smash you? Well,
they did. Buffalo dude. Buffalo. When they
he went to a hood. No, he went to a church.
No, that was when he shot at the grocery store in Buffalo.
Oh, he sure did.
Yeah, that was off in that guy.
Was a hood.
That because he was out there. That was probably the most. I want to
say it savage.
No, savage.
No. That's not cool. But he was ready.
Like not cool savage, like bad savage,
like ravage, like ravaging savage. Yeah. He was like he was ready to go to war.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's another thing that I feel like men can do. If you feel like you need to go out there and hurt somebody, why not hurt the other team? Right? This leads us into our next topic.
My boy Million told me earlier that China wants
smoke.
They trying to get that 10 Billy back in.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Okay, so I think they said that they're, well, actually, now that I think about it, Joe Biden has just came out recently and said that some of the balloons that they did see over America that they shot down wasn't China. But I think that's still capped because it's like, why would you tell the people that it's China?
Yeah.
Why would you tell the people that it's China so we can be scared? He's trying to keep people peaceful. I literally think that it's China that's doing it. And I'm saying this is me. I'm not saying I'm getting this from a reliable source. However, though, I went out to eat yesterday with somebody that's in the Army.
Yeah.
He is a lieutenant. I'm not going to say his name. He is a lieutenant in the Army. He said they're preparing for war with China by 2025. Now, I'm not saying that this is valid. I'm not saying that it's not. But by 2025, they are preparing to go to war with China. That's what he said. America is getting ready to go to war with China. Are you ready to go to war, Trey? Because a draft may ensue.
Okay, and I tell this to my mama all the time. I said, a draft come my way, I'm Muhammad Ali.
Okay. So instead of fighting for the country, you're going to jail?
I'm not going to Nick. I'm going to Canada like Muhammad Ali did.
Oh, he did that? I thought he went to jail.
No, he went to. I'm pretty sure that he went to Canada. I might be getting confused with somebody else though. I think he dodged the draft. Trump dodged the draft too.
Really?
Yeah, Trump dodged the draft. Real talk. Yeah.
Wow.
Trump went to like some island. Yeah, I'm just like them boys.
That's crazy.
I'm just like them boys.
See, and that's what's kind of scary because, like, I love America, but do I love America enough to die for the country?
I absolutely love America. I love living here. I love all the benefits. But I didn't sign up for the Army for a reason.
No cap, bro. Like, I thought about it, but, like, bro, I'm not no real killer. Like, bro, I genuinely feel like black people could never be hostages. Black people could never be hostages because if they capture us, We're spilling all the beans. You don't even have to do anything. I promise you. Listen, you send me to war, I swear to God, if I get caught, I'm snitching on anything I know. You might as well treason like this. Like this. I'm giving up the country like this easily.
I'm eating good. Yeah, they gave me. I'm eating good. I'm eating good ramen noodles. Okay. I'm eating good. You don't have to put a finger on me. As soon as you capture me, I swear to God, I'm going to
y'all got a translator? You know how to speak English? Because I promise you, I'm giving you whatever you need.
Hey, just give me a pack of noodles and some water.
Does that make us cowards though? Because we're not fighting for our country.
No, I feel as if. Well, possibly. It just depends on how you look at it. If you're a truly patriotic person, hearing this segment, you're gonna be like, "Oh, these wussies! I'll go for war." But I feel like the average person our age, the average guy that watches this podcast, probably thinks the same way as us.
I think minorities are not willing to go to fight for this.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was a good theory that the lieutenant had posed yesterday. He said the reason why black people in the army are not in like higher positions.
That's the old timer. I forgot to say the new one.
He said the reason why black people in the army aren't in higher positions right now is because majority of the time black people go to the army just to get up on their feet.
Yeah.
You know, they're just trying to get up on their feet. Some white people are already on their feet and they're just choosing to go there.
They're making, because I mean, I've come to realize the same thing through the person who I talk to in the army, right?
Yeah.
So like, we go to the army when or the Air Force, like that's literally our last resort. Option.
Last resort. I promise you. If I don't make it out of this, if this podcast don't blow up, y'all might see me out there.
And that's the same thing because I'm thinking
I ain't fighting though.
That's why I said like I was like,
y'all don't want to see me on the front lines because I promise you.
Let's think about it. Every person who dropped out of Fort Valley, what they end up doing? Going to the Army, Navy, Air Force. It's always like we know it's there as a safety net. There's nobody. Or it's not a majority of people who look like me and Million who go to the army based off of the fact that, I see a career. I believe in what this country is. I believe what the army represents. Let me build a career through the protection of my country.
Not only that, but it's also the fact that, like, hey, we don't even look at the country like we love it. Like, majority of the white people, there are black people that I know that are in the army right now that still be like, fuck America. That still be like, fuck America. And I'm sorry for cursing, but that's how it is. That's how they feel.
That's how we view it. And it's not like a majority of the people who hang out with us are ignorant. Mm-hmm. It's just when you've experienced a specific lifestyle and you can directly pinpoint it to a systematic error, not saying that the entire system is broken, but there are tiny errors that are fucking over people that we know. Mm-hmm. And even though, like, we love the country as it is, we love living here, that doesn't make us prone to want to put our life on the line just to protect what somebody else stands for.
That's fact.
That's why everybody wants to be a CEO. Nobody else wants to build somebody else's dream.
No.
Literally, when you get drafted, you're protecting somebody else's ideology that you haven't fallen for. All right, y'all. So what are you going to do to avoid the draft?
Okay. What would I do? First off, I'm going to try and claim disability. I know I have really bad eyesight. Listen, if you know me in person, you know I'm squinting. You know I can't see worth anything. I'm going to try and claim disability. Damn, we look like cowards doing this. We look like cowards doing it. Hey, but if they say, hey, bro, your eyesight is straight, I guess I'll fight. But I'm just not. I don't know who's on whose team though. I ain't gonna say I know who's on whose team.
I'm with him on disability because I got asthma. But I think I seen something. If you're your mom's only son, that you get a pass.
Oh yeah, that is true.
I'm an only son.
That is true.
There's only one John Black shit a third. I don't have.
Dang, you're straight regardless.
Yeah, I got asthma.
Well, then I guess I need to flee the country. I guess I need to flee the country, dip up out of here. But dang, bro, I think at this point, if this video does pretty good, we're getting drafted first.
Oh yeah,
first y'all gonna see this salute right here.
Y'all gonna see us right here. And y'all gonna see me in somebody's prison because what's the meme? I'll serve crack before I serve this country.
Hey, but I'll tell you one thing though. I genuinely do appreciate the people that are willing to fight for this country.
100%.
100%, because there are people like us that's like, I'm scared or like the amount of courage that somebody has to have to fight for this country is crazy, and I genuinely just appreciate that.
Really appreciate it. And to all those who go out there, putting their lives on the line for the betterment of mine, you're truly appreciated.
No lie. I ain't gonna lie. Before you gave me a rundown of what we was gonna talk about in this segment. I was kind of distracted because recently I've had some baddies like following me out of nowhere, bro. Like I've been getting some love like crazy. Bro, I've been having some baddies follow me on Instagram, bro, and I'm really feeling like I might be looking kind of good out here, you know? That's how I'm feeling too. I might be looking kind of good out here.
You ever send some good looking DM and they respond instantly? I said, what? I said, me.
Hey, I just want to say I appreciate you. I see you, and you might catch a DM from me. I don't even DM for real. I would really appreciate it if you DM me first. Let me know that you like me. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
I was saying basically, I said the rundown is gonna be artist, crush, and then fart in front of your girl. That's how we're gonna do it.
All right, let's get it.
All right, so before we started recording, me and Million got into a very, very intriguing conversation. And it posed us the question. A lot of you guys who make music follow us. We just want to know, why do y'all hold y'all music? Like, do you think you're famous? Like, do you have a record label holding you back? Like, why are you holding your music?
Why are you consistently not only holding your music but posting every single day saying, "Hey, this video is about to come out. This song is about to come out." Like, we care because we don't. If you're not making no motion for real, I promise you, don't nobody care. Drop the music. Let me hear it. Force me to hear it.
Like imagine us as podcasters posting a TikTok every day saying, "Oh yeah, fire pod coming out. Fire pod. Just wait. Fire." And then we never release the pod.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine Million as a video reactor. Fire YouTube video coming out. Never post a reaction video.
Hey, it's coming soon, y'all. It's coming soon.
Imagine me as a personal trainer. Fire workout program about to drop. Hey y'all, April 14th, workout program and drop it. Never releasing the fucking program.
That's what I'm saying. You know what it is though? I think it's genuine fear that these people have. Because I feel like they think that they made a song that people really is gonna care about. Reality check, don't nobody care until you make them care, my boy. Because our first video, we thought people was gonna be on that mug. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Our first TikTok, we thought they was gonna be on that mug. You know what I'm saying? But nobody cares until they start seeing progression. And the only way you see progression is through consistency. That's the only way you're gonna get it. So if you're consistently posting about one song, what is going on? You need to be me personally, if I was a rapper, I'm posting a song damn near every day.
Even if it's ass.
Even if it's trash. It could be the worst mixed thing in the world. But you gonna hear my voice. You gonna know that I'm a rapper. And you gonna know something about one of my songs.
Cause that's what you like. I feel as if in order to build a brand, especially in this age, it's not hard.
Nah.
I promise you, we started with iPhones.
Yeah.
And these microphones right here, we had these microphones so long, they bit done did it.
Yeah,
facts. Done did it. Like for real, we literally started with microphones and a computer. An iPhone, a microphone, and a computer. That's all you need. Everybody has that.
No, we didn't even have a microphone at first. It was just the phone.
iPhones. We had iPhone. We started with two iPhones. I promise you. Everybody that watches these videos has a cell phone.
Yes.
And I promise you, everybody who watches our videos has access to a computer or internet access. So we know you do.
Which leads us into our next topic. How do you start a podcast?
You guys ask us all the time, how do you start a podcast? Let me tell you how.
First, check out that link in our bio. The Amazon link?
Yeah.
Check out that Amazon link in our bio.
It's a whole shop that has all your podcast starting essentials. So check that out. But in terms of tips, and no, I'm not talking about the thing in your pants. You need to find your niche. What we decided our niche was going to be Black culture going into it. Yes, Black culture is very broad, but we found a way to narrow it down and tailor it to the stuff that we want to talk about when it mostly comes to music, sports, and entertainment.
Man, stop the cap, man. We said we was gonna be the Black Joe Rogans. We was trying to copy Joe Rogan so bad our first time doing this. We said, hey, we gonna be deep. We gonna make everybody in our generation care about this. Don't nobody care about none of that. And that's the thing, though. Tip number two, don't be set on one idea, because when that idea doesn't work, it most likely isn't gonna work the first time you try it. You have to be willing to try another thing. You have to be willing to branch outside. You have to be willing to what's that word called? Deviate.
No.
Adjust. You have to be able to adjust and adapt.
Yes, and that's exactly what we did. Like you said, we wanted to be the Black Joe Rogans. We deviated to music, sports, entertainment, Black culture.
Yes.
And my final tip is what we were telling the rappers to do earlier. Be consistent. Yeah. You don't have to post every day. You don't have to post every week. But if you're going months without posting, something's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. What me and Million try to do is we try to post every single day. We try to put up one podcast every week. Now, granted, are we perfect on that? No. It's just me and Million. If you want to help us out, let us know in the comments. But for the time being, it's just me and him. We both work jobs. We're both in school, so we're figuring it out. But we are consistent. One thing we can say, we have never gone a week without posting on TikTok.
Yeah.
We've never gone a week.
We can't say that.
We've never gone a week without posting on YouTube.
When we got banned. That was the only exception.
When we got suspended.
We got suspended.
We can post shit.
That's the only exception. Now, my final tip is just have fun. If you're not gonna have fun doing this, of course you're not finna last the whole entire time. So don't do it by yourself, or do it by yourself if you feel more comfortable by yourself. But find somebody that you can do it with, that you know you could just conversate with and just have a good time with. But also, you have to find somebody that's also on the same level of consistency as you. You have to find somebody that's on the same level of consistency as you. I promise you, that is what it is.
And to end off this little segment, let me show you how the conversation went with me and Million when we wanted to start a podcast. Hey, Mill.
Yo.
Let's start a podcast, bro.
I bet. You know what I'm saying?
It was that easy.
It was that simple. Everybody has that conversation.
I promise
takes you actually putting it into work.
And doing it. What is your favorite thing to do with your crush?
No sex included.
I think my favorite thing to do with my crush is just go out and do shit, bro. Like, we just wake up one random day. Hey, let's go do no X-Stone. We just go do it. Let's go bowling. We just go do it. Like, just getting up and going to do shit. That's probably my absolute favorite thing to do with my crush.
Yes. My favorite thing to do with my crush, man, I love it. Honestly, I love the fact that women are on their periods, because it allows me time to just sit there and cuddle. You know what I'm saying? I like just holding you sometimes. I like just being buttered. I'm a cuddle monster. I'm a cuddle monster. If you act like I can't touch you, we're not going to work together, because I love physical touch, and it doesn't have to be sexual all the time. I'm talking about, I'm the big spoon always, but I get to hold you.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, you can little spoon me. I ain't gonna cap. Toxic masculinity, that shit does not exist on Listen to the Millions. I promise you. That toxic masculinity, it don't exist here. If you looking for somebody to tell you to I don't know, whatever these toxic niggas be, we don't do that.
We don't do that.
We're not. This is not the place for you. I promise.
What you got?
We like sex. My second favorite thing to do with my crush is have conversations. I love, it's nothing more beautiful than a woman that knows what the fuck she talking about.
Yes.
Especially when I don't know shit about the topic. I just be looking like, I love the way your brain works.
Facts.
Just love it.
Facts. Which leads me to my number 2, or is it my 3?
It's you.
Well, which leads me to my number 2. I love to get work done with the woman, man. If I could sit there and study with you, and we could actually sit here, do our homework together.
Be productive.
It makes me feel like this is a couple. It makes me feel like, hey, we're a power team. I love doing that, man. What?
Absolutely amazing. And my
last
thing that I love to do with my crush, is just relax. Just being able to be around somebody, not do nothing, and enjoy the time that you spend with somebody is absolutely priceless.
Facts. My last thing that I love to do with the woman is play house. You come here and you get to cooking. We start cooking together like we've been having a whole happy household for the longest.
Oh my God. But let us know in the comments. I love that. Let us know in the comments. What is your favorite thing to do with your crush? And it absolutely cannot be sex. All right. To end the podcast off. Oh, you?
Yeah. Ladies, I just want to let y'all know something, right? Men are afraid to fart and shit around you too.
When I say, whenever I'm sleeping with a lady, I'm clenching my butt cheeks.
Oh my God.
All night.
Oh my God, bro. My stomach always is growling, and it only growls around women. I swear, I only get bubble guts around women when they're with me, bro.
I don't never have to fart when I'm at the gym. Nope. Don't never gotta fart when I'm in here with me. Nope. Don't never gotta fart when I'm with my. But let me be laid up with a baddie. Let me be laid up with a 10 out of 10.
My stomach just starts feeling like it could just start talking. Like, why are you doing this, bro? We're trying to be locked in. We're trying to lock in.
And the stomach's in here fucking up my motion.
I'm telling you, and I promise you, I'll never forget. I was sitting there sweating. Because I had a dookie so bad. Shotty was like, oh, it must be really hot. I said, yeah, it's super hot. Bro, I'm telling you, I think it was diarrhea, bro. I sat there and I held it all the way until she left, bro. As soon as I closed the door when she left, I ran to the bathroom and I just had a release, bro. I don't know. I'm really shy around women when it comes to that too.
I remember one time I was laid up with a girl and then like we was just chilling. I was like, oh crap. I felt that whatever we have, because I've been eating healthy. Whatever it was, some asparagus, it was some something was lining up in my gut, and I said, oh, you know what? I forgot to bring some soap. Oh, you can use my soap? No, I don't use that soap. Let me just run to the store real quick. I went to the gas station, took a shit at the gas station, bought some soap, and came back.
No cap,
I refuse. And they be like, it's okay, everybody does it. No, it's not the same.
Hey. And I do appreciate the women that don't let me see them dookie around me either. Yeah, because it's like, I'm not that comfortable around you. That's how it is.
I don't care if you. It's really more of a me thing. Like,
it is.
Because I know what my ass is capable of.
It will hurt my feelings. It will hurt my feelings if you walk in there and be like, damn. Damn. Oh my God. I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm going to be so ashamed of myself. Oh man. But y'all let us know, fellas and ladies. Are you afraid to dookie
in front of your crush?
Y'all let us know, ladies and fellas. Are you afraid of dookie
in front of your crush?
All right, cool.
Hey, man, this is Listening to Millions, and you just sat down with us. Thank you so much for withstanding this entire podcast. We had some good takes, some bad takes. We had some funny times and some serious times. This was a good one. I like this one. I give this podcast a 10 out of 10. Okay. And I hope you do the same, man. Give us a like, give us a comment, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on all of our social medias. If you search Listening to Millions, we're going to pop up.
Facts.
Sometimes, I don't mean to boast, but if you just type in listening, we pop up.
Maybe.
Sometimes, I grab somebody's phone and I put LIS, and we were right there.
Ooh, yeah. So y'all got to make sure to rock with us. Please like, subscribe, comment.
And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Music, entertainment, black culture, we're listening to, and I'm counting every one of y'all until I get to a million.